Everybody. And I will start the session today. Just give me a second, please. Yes. So 1 second, let me. Sandhya, I need you to give me sharing rights. Sandhya, I need to be able to share, please.
Yeah, I have given.
Thank you. Yes. 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 Okay. We're going to start with the intent of why we're doing what we're doing. We're going to just touch upon the goals, touch upon the code of honor, and then we'll jump into what we are supposed to be doing this today. Okay. So 1 second, please. Yeah. So what is our intent? It is to build a new leadership for the new world. Okay. And how are we going to, and what are the goals for the this year? We're going to create results. That is, we are going to aim for 1,000 of our students to get jobs. And we aim to inspire and impact 10,000 students this year. And we're going to facilitate as many collaborations as we can. Okay? And we're just going to touch upon the code of honor. Okay? And the code of honor is, can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see them.
Yeah. So we're going to stick to purity of mind, purity of thought, purity in our intentions. We're going to be revolutionizing the way we think and way we do our work. And the third one is we're going to go with a full stack brain. What is a full stack brain? It means we're going to work on a resume portfolio. We're going to work on a resume and portfolio is, again, what in resume and portfolio is we're going to customize our resumes. I'm sorry, this is just taking some time to, yeah, we are going to customize our resumes. We're going to create poster resumes, and we're going to do project case studies, okay? Then we're going to work on micro projects. We're going to work on AI tools usage. And then this is, I think, a base for everything what we do is we are going to work on communication mastery. I'm so sorry. Yeah, communication mastery. How are we going to help you master communication is we're going to give you opportunities to do Hive presentations. We're going to give you opportunities to practice for interviews. And we're going to give you, we would like you to do some voice intros and reels. Okay. Just a moment, please. Let me just get it down. Yes. And then network building will give you ideas, will give you tools, and will give you strategies how to build your network with alumni and mentor outreach, LinkedIn content, and how to DM. We're going to help you have peer, we're going to help you come up with peer community interactions. And of course, we're going to give you job search strategies, which is targeted applications. Okay. And then we're going to go for focus. How are we going to focus? Just give me a second, please. It has to open up. Yeah. Okay. We're going to start with the environment. We're going to first start by setting the boundaries for yourself and for others. And then we're going to declutter. What do you mean by declutter? Declutter physical to make sure your workspace is clean and it makes you focus on your work. Digital, when you're sitting to work, please make sure that you shut off all notifications. And people, when you're working, please understand you can say no. Your work also has to be a priority. Okay. Now, soul, meditate and pray. This is where my it's closest to my heart, because when you have when you meditate and pray, you're building up something very important inside of you. You're building up your strength, your inner strength. And that's why we're asking you to meditate and pray regularly. Okay. And then body, you have to give your body enough exercise, enough sleep, and nutritious food. Not eat any and every junk you get in and then think, okay, I've eaten, I've filled my stomach, I'm healthy. No. Please make sure you have brain rich food, nutritious food, food for your brain, food for your body, not just for your tongue. Okay. And please, please, please develop some talents and hobbies. They will give you the space to come back to your work happily. Please develop one hobby. Just spend 10-15 minutes on that a day. You will be so at peace with yourself. And I'm telling you from experience, by the way. And family, please, again, make sure you keep some time for quality time with your family, and don't uh, skimp on that. A lot of things, the time with the family will not come back. Okay. Now,
I just want to
next,
give a background of why we are talking about all this. This all
yes.
sounds like this is not the lesson today, but there's so much of background you're talking about. We're doing that because we realize some of you are not able to achieve your goals. Some of you are struggling with some things, and each one of you have your own problems or issues and stuff like that. So we realize that there is a holistic development that is required, wherein, see, it's all about energy, and only when you are in the right space, you can deliver. So this 360-degree development is absolutely important, wherein you look at every aspect of your life, whether it is physical and sleep, all those things. So Kante and I were discussing today, and we said, what's happening to our students? We want them to do their best, we want them to realize their potential, but somewhere they are lacking. So we thought we'll give you an overall picture of what are we trying to achieve, and what is our goal for you, and what should your goal be. Because sometimes all these things are simple things, you may feel, oh please don't, like as if I don't know. But this kind of reiteration will help you to remember, yeah, yes, I'm just slipping, I'm not focusing on this, I have to work on this. This is sort of a reminder for you to look at the bigger picture, the bigger goal, and the finer aspects of how you are going to improve, and then realize your potential. Sorry to interrupt, Kanti, go ahead.
No, Meera. I mean, the whole reason of why we've come up with this is that, right? Okay. And how you focus on career. For people who are going to start, there's certain things you need to do. Okay. And the activities we have chalked out is to help you with that. So you have personal branding, you have skill building. I will go into it later. I mean, just to give me a minute. Networking and community, communication practice, execution and productivity, career outreach, and value creation. What do you mean by personal branding? We want you to create a resume. We want you to create a poster, a LinkedIn carousel post that is and then of LinkedIn carousel post, and then a 60-second intro reel video. That's one. Second skill building is learning code tools, micro projects, that is data analysis. I mean, small things, AI tools practice. You're just increasing your skill set, or you're honing your skill set, making it better. Okay. Networking and community. Please teach your peers, do alumni mentor outreach, LinkedIn and encouragement, engagement, things like that to help you increase your network as well as your communication practice. What will help you interview role plays, speech and voice warm ups, public speaking exercises. I can personally say, once I started working with Asha, my public speaking capabilities have gone off the roof. It's only with practice, right? And okay, execution and productivity is weekly action planning habit, energy tracking, micro win completion and micro wins, you know, celebrating micro wins and completion trackers. And I'll come to that more. Okay, and career outreaches, job application with resume, okay, visual resume, industry information, interview pitching, product, I mean, interviews, informational interviews, and pitching projects to peers or mentors. You know what will help you with that? When you learn how to pitch, you will refine the way you speak. When you're trying to pitch, you need to convince the others. And how one of the best speaking things are, uh, one of the best speaking things are persuasive speaking. Persuasive speaking is extremely important. And then the last one, value creation. Okay, create product. Do blog writing, article writing, do peer coaching sessions. That'll help you so much in uh, you know getting your skills to the next level. Okay, now how are you going to work? We just created a short timetable. Pick up one activity in all the activities I just told you, and on Saturday, Sunday, sit which activity you're going to do with. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Assign 2-hour chunks so that that activity for that week, in each of that, create a list of 12 tasks you would be able to complete in these 4 days. We're not asking you to work every day. We are asking you to work only 4 days a week on these activities. Okay? I would suggest you keep yourself a target of trying to achieve minimum 9 and maximum 12 tasks. Okay? Now, last but not the least is, one second, please. I need to open this. Okay. Remember, what you need to do is work with integrity. Make sure you have your thoughts, words, and actions online. Okay. Now, I will just go down and we'll quickly go through the rules. And then please understand, we are just running through the rules too, very quick. Okay. Please be ready 15 minutes before the call. Log in from your laptop. Have a stable internet connection. Only if you take action can you build momentum. And please, please, please share your learning after every call. Okay? Whatever you've learned, whatever you understand, whatever you are going to take away. So I go to one of the classes, and the first thing my teacher tells me is, please post your takeaways. As soon as the class is over, we are supposed to give our takeaways in the group. So that's, what happens? One, you listen very carefully. Two, you will absorb. And three, you will tell what you've learned. When you have to tell what you have learned, you will be able to think clearly. Okay, now, okay, one second. Okay. Please, there are certain things you need to activate. Attend all the live sessions, follow the career-thon, only follow the system I recommend. We have been trying, and we've come up with something that really works. Okay. Log into Tag Mango dashboard every day, attend all Hive sessions and the special sessions. They have been created to help you. Please ask for help when you're stuck and achieve your milestones quickly. Okay, now what are we focusing to achieve? We're focusing to achieve uh, the stage one. We want you to all get the Career Confidence Champion Award. Then the the second award would be the Job Winner Freelance Champion Award, and the third award would be High Income Career Pro Award. Okay. Now, how we're going to celebrate. Okay, we're going to have a graduation day where you get the Career Confidence Award. And then we are going to have the Youth Leadership Summit, which is on the November 8th. Okay, we're going to give you the opportunity to step onto a real stage and share your story. Okay, and then we're also going to give you the opportunity to learn from industry experts. It's just not another event. Okay, we are going to have master classes from accomplished coaches, professionals. It, we are trying to get in as many people as possible who will help you scale up. Okay, now we want the one of the things we want you to do is be there and join a thriving community. When you're there, you can meet people in person, you can connect, you can network, and it'll be amazing. And the last but not the least, no, is the fact that you will be getting your, we would be celebrating action, right? We're going to give you awards and recognition. And it's so nice to take the award and recognition in your own hand and just feel the sense of accomplishment, right? Okay, then we'll go to the main thing today. What is our main goal today? We're going to speak about your resume. And why does resume matter? After all, everybody writes resumes. Your resume has to stand out. And how will it stand out? I'm going to show you the, uh, I would say, the strategies we've come up with.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just want to add here. So, students who are in your first year, you may be thinking, really, I'm in my first year. Do I need my resume? Absolutely, absolutely. You know why? Because when you start filling that up, you will realize what are the things you need to accomplish to put it there. When you start creating your resume, you will realize, oh my God, I don't have enough qualifications. I have not done enough courses. I have not done enough projects. So when you start putting it down, it will help you to work more towards your goal. That's number one. That is, it's going to remind you what are the things you have to do. The second thing is, as you keep doing something, this is a place where you can start putting, because when we sit with the students for them to help them with their resume, we've realized they themselves would have forgotten some of the things that they have done. We have to run through their whole life and say, okay, you've done this, you've done that. So this is like a checklist for you, wherein the things that you do, as soon as you do, create one template and keep adding it there. Adding whatever you keep doing, whatever small accomplishments, bigger accomplishments, whatever you've achieved, keep adding it there. Later you can refine it, but it is important for each one of you to start creating your resume.
Okay. Now we are going to have a small activity. Okay. Now we're going to do the resume as an identity mirror. Why identity mirror? Because it reflects on whom you're going to become, whom you're aiming to become. Okay. The first activity is, okay, I'm going to tell you what. Okay. So let's shift the way you think about what resumes are. Okay. Your resume is a mirror of your career identity. Okay. Who am I become? I want you, each of you, I want instead of we want you to craft a story, a brand statement that shows your values, energy, and direction. They don't just hire skills. There are so many people with skills, but they want people. So when you open somebody's resume, what will stand out? Okay. First thing that's going to stand out, I want each of you to put it in the chat box. What? I want a 3-word identity tagline. If somebody had only 6 seconds to remember you, what 3 words should come to their mind? Okay. If they want me to remember me, I would say I'm a lifelong learner. I love to try new things. I'm adventurous. I'm a lifelong learner. I'm adventurous. And I'm consistent. So I want each of you, each and every one of you, to write 3 descriptive words about who you are. I want you to please type it in the chat box. It could be creative, reliable, curious, future educator, empathetic and bold, logical thinker, fast learner, calm under pressure, visual storyteller, impact driven, confident communicator. Please, okay? Remember, we can use this in your resume headline. We can use this in your LinkedIn summary and even your pitch deck later. Okay? So always remember, your identity will shape your opportunity. So let's think and deliver. Okay? So I want each of you to please think. I'll give you 1 minute. I was able to come up with in less than a minute. So, and please don't think I tried. Please, I didn't prepare. I just came up right now. I want each of you to come up. Okay. Bhargavi, respectful. Okay. Consistent, confident speaker and team player, lovely Niranjan. Consistent, good managemental skills, honest. Okay. Ranjana, you can come up with something more focused. Like instead of saying good managemental skills, come up with something that's quicker to remember. Okay? But that's a wonderful this thing. Okay, and okay. Bhargavi, you say respectful, kind, and why do you want to say that you're an observer? I know you're a psychology student. You want to be remembered as an observer?
But that is, so is it in terms of how I want to be remembered in future or what
Yes,
I,
yes. See, when you're writing this, I told you what I want you to write it for. I told you, I want you to write it for your LinkedIn tagline, for your resume tagline. So as soon as, so in under LinkedIn, your name, you have to have a tagline, right? That says exactly what you want to be remembered as. As I said, I would say a lifelong learner, adventurous, and consistent. I would be want to be remembered like that. Okay. How would you want to be remembered? I mean, more than remembered, this is what you are. Once they look at your name in your resume, this is right beneath it. That shows where you are from, right? Okay. But if I'm looking for a person who's going to come to my workplace, I want more than just being respectful, kind, and observer, right? So I want you to think on those lines.
okay, ma'am.
And then post it. Okay. Okay. Now, I want each of you, when you're looking at your resume, to stop thinking of bullet lists. Okay. Did this, did this, did this, did this. No. I'll tell you how to show it. I will speak about it in a little bit. Okay. As I said, please craft a 3-word identity tagline. And now that whoever has, we'll go to the next point. Okay. 1 second, please. Yeah. See, most resumes will sound the same. Worked on X, completed internship at Y, assisted in Z. But what if your resume could tell a story of impact instead of just listing tasks? And I think Niranjan, you'd remember the STAR method. Why don't you explain the STAR method? Niranjan?
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute. I'm recalling star now. Situation. Ma'am, T, I forgot.
Task.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes, you are. Task. T is task.
Okay. Task. Um,
Action.
A means analyze or
Action.
action.
And R is result. Okay.
Hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Can I tell about my internship?
yes.
Yes. The situation was I just completed my 6th semester. I was in search of internship. Then I asked Kanti ma'am, Meera ma'am, and even some of the alumni of our hostel also. When I was searching for everywhere, I got internship as a result of it because for 1 week I completely worked on searching on several online portals and teachers. So uh, as I got the task was to complete learning and do an real time project. It was very new for me because working from 9 to 6 was very new for me. So for that, what I did was I was very consistent at that time. I can say uh, whether I feel like working or not, I used to go at right time and come at right time. So that would be continued even after 6 months also. Even when I go to IT also, that was my action. So as a result, I'm able to complete several projects, many mini projects and main real time projects. And even I got a job in which in an interview, I mostly mentioned about my internship experience. I think I explained it in a star method. Okay, thank you, ma'am. I forgot some words. Thanks for
That's
remembering.
okay. That's okay. We worked enough on STAR. And please look at Niranjan. He got his job thanks to his STAR method. How he presented his internship in the STAR method. Okay. And always, you can always start like, bonus tip is Niranjan, you start with an action verb, like, situation. I needed to find an internship. Second, task. Situation. I was completed my 6th sem. Task. Needed to find an internship. Right? Action. Reached out to my complete network, my alumni, the mentors, everybody. Right? Result. I found my internship in so and so company, and I was a diligent intern who completed many real-time projects and came out with a amazing experience as well as a certificate of recognition. I don't know if they gave a certificate of recognition or no, but I am just saying, you should have something that shows in the result, right? Short, not long, as short as you can, right? Okay. Okay. And you can, as I said, why you start? You just heard how impressive it sounds when you just put your experience into a short and impactful story. People remember stories, they don't remember facts. Let's be very clear. Okay? Now, see, such a short thing. How did they say? Redesigned internal pitch deck, used in 3 client demos, closed 2 leads. Right? It has to be very short, Niranjan. It can't be this long, especially because it's going to be in your resume. Ranjana, would you like to go? Just take a short project that you've done. I mean, take a project that you've done and give me in 4 lines, 3 lines if you can.
Okay, ma'am, last year I have prepared one project report regarding opening of broiler hatchery in Himachal, because in Himachal there is no government broiler hatchery, and farmers, they have to procure the broiler birds at a very high rate from Punjab and adjoining states. So I have prepared the project report and submitted to state government, and then finally submitted to central government. But they asked me to, and later on, yes, and it was the initially the project cost was 4 crore something, and they asked me to exclude few things from that project cost, and then I took the help of some faculty members from the universities and KVKs also, and then finally prepared it, and now it has been sanctioned, worth amounting rupees 2 crore 16 lakhs rupees.
Great. So the way I want you to present it, Ranjana, is first, what is the task? Task is, no, sorry, what is the situation? Situation is farmers in Himachal have to buy broilers at a much higher rate from the neighboring states. Task,
Yes.
to create an action plan to help the farmers. Action, created a project report with the help of KVKs and university professors, which helped me streamline the project report, and it got submitted to the state and central government. And presently the project has been passed, and we got the project worth 2 crores and 16 lakhs has been passed. And the farmers will be helped. Yeah. The farmers are going to be happy and their bottom line will be better. That was the whole thing, right?
Yes.
So what you have to do is, whatever you've said, try to make it as short as you can. Right?
Okay.
Because nobody will have time to listen, read so much. Just short. Whatever you said, I said the same thing in shorter version. I
Yes.
haven't left anything out. Right? Yeah.
Right.
See, even I am very, very used to giving big stories. Okay. It's only when I start taking these sessions that I start thinking in this way. Otherwise, I'm somebody you can ask my husband and my children, they'll tell, Amma, to tell me something so small, you've told such a big story.
Okay.
So that's exactly what even I'm learning. I'm not finding fault. Please understand, even I'm learning.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, now we'll go to the next list and why we're doing what we're doing. And we have only 15 minutes. So hopefully, we need to be able to finish what I want you to do. Okay, now we're going to do skill story mapping. I'll tell you why and how. Okay, why is it important? I can tell. I know Canva. Everybody knows Canva now. I am 53 and I know Canva. I think even a 10-year-old knows Canva. My 10-year-old nephew says, oh, Peddama, I can do Canva. Okay. So I'm now very great. I realized that, but yeah. But when I learned it, I was like, oh my God, I know Canva. But what have I done with learning Canva? Right? Nobody cares. Why what you do, the skill you have. I'm sorry, I am just trying to get it. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. We are not going to be listing skills. Okay. Now, instead of saying, I know Canva, what are you going to say? Through Canva, I created this and we achieved this. Right? So instead of saying, I just know Canva, you say, through Canva, one of the things I did was create a. So I'll tell you what I did in Canva. I learned Canva. Why? Because I was creating some lessons for the phonics. And I didn't have to learn to explain my ideas to somebody. I was able to completely do exactly what I wanted. And I presented it so well. The teachers who come to the organization are finding it very easy. So, but I can't write all that big story there. So what will I say? No Canva, created lessons, teachers and students happy. Teachers are finding it easy to teach and students are finding it easy to understand. What will happen? It'll tell you what you used, what you created, and what happened because of it. It's just one line. And why does it matter? I'll just tell you why it matters. Okay? It just shows that your skills, you can turn your skills into results. Okay? And it shows that you have problem solving ability. I can explain exactly how I solve the problem. So by the time I told my intern how to do what to do, I was able to solve how I'm supposed to be presenting, what I'm supposed to be presenting, and how easy was it. And when you put that, see, when I can say I know Canva, I created lessons, teachers and students, created efficient lessons, teachers and students happy. What happens? Then everybody knows, okay, I've used Canva to create this, and this was the result. Okay, now I want each of you to use this, to come up, use one tool, how you've used it, and what was the result. And it doesn't need to be Canva or anything. It can be Google Forms, it can be Notion, it can be Excel. Okay, can be Chat GPT, it can be Canva. So these are the examples. I want you to think. I'm not going to give you the examples because I want you to think. I just told you what I did in Canva. I'll tell you what my son did using Excel. He created a completely new, he used Excel, created a completely new reporting system, and now the the whole admin team can see the reports regularly, every day. That's all. So that's like just one. I'm going to give you till 7:50. I want each of you to tell me. We have another 10 minutes. I need to show you, we need to work on 2 types of resumes. And Meera, do you want me to speak up the difference between the resume and CV?
Yes.
I don't know if we'll have enough time, Meera. Just 10 more minutes. I want each of you to tell me, please.
I would say LinkedIn.
Okay. Tell me that, Niranjan. Tell me in that exactly the same thing what I just told you. LinkedIn, what you've learned and what have you achieved? How you've used it and what have you achieved, not what learned.
as arranged.
Okay.
On LinkedIn, I learned it by visiting daily, checking posts every day uh, of different people on different positions. Then I came to know about new roles that exist in the software industry, and daily updates about technical things. So this is what I learned using, and I use it efficiently by posting frequently and oftenly to increase followers and to get noticed. From there,
Okay. So I want you to tell me in 3 words. 1, LinkedIn. 2, updated technical updates. 3,
we took the
increase
buses
my
from visit
network.
oftenly. We
Yeah.
reached
No, don't
one
say, or you
temple
can
near
say
the temple
LinkedIn,
name is
regular, how do I say? Yeah, regular usage. And third, increase my network. Right? Or you can say I post it regularly. Ranjana, would you like to go? Bhargavi, would you like to go? Vijay, is Vijay there? No, Vijay is not there. Yes.
Ma'am, I will go next.
Yes, Bhargavi, please.
Ma'am, I used ChatGPT.
Okay.
I used ChatGPT to write code for an application. I
Okay.
was a part of this internship in which I was asked to create an app using anything that we know right now. Okay, so in that, I wanted to build one coding app. So I tried asking ChatGPT for code, and then I applied the codes in CodePen, and then I got the application.
Okay, so I want you to shorten it into just 1, 2, 3. What did you do? Use ChatGPT. Help
Yes.
create app. Third is working app.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. What
Yes,
app?
ma'am.
Or you can say you used it to solve some problem. What problem did you solve?
Our problem statement was in fridge we have so many items, and mothers end up asking every evening what to cook this dinner, or what to cook in the morning. So my problem statement was to solve that problem through giving them an
App.
an app which tells the recipe with the available ingredients in the fridge.
Okay, so what do you say? Use ChatGPT, created app. Third, the created app to help housewives and mothers to be more efficient with available resources. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
so what happens is it's short and covers everything what you said, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. So that's exactly what we're doing. Ranjana, would you like to go? You can use you have probably used Excel, Word, whatever.
Yes, ma'am. Excel and ChatGPT.
Okay, so how have you used it?
Ma'am, especially while treating the animals in field condition, if I get the different symptoms that I have not treated and I have not seen, then I take the help of ChatGPT, and it helps me to uh, come
Diagnose.
diagnosis and diagnose, and no doubt different type of the treatments are there, different type of the antibiotics and medicines are there. So I take the help of the ChatGPT, and it's
Okay,
useful.
so what you can say is ChatGPT to help with diagnosis of new diseases, and 3, come up with efficient treatment.
Yes.
Okay, so one line. Okay, now we are coming to the main thing at the end. Okay, so literally at the end, what are we going to do? We are going to speak about 2 resumes. You know, Many a time nowadays, we need something called ATS friendly version. What is ATS friendly resume? Can anybody tell me what is ATS friendly resume?
That is following. I think the one which has more ATS score. But we
Okay, what is ATS? Can anybody tell me? Anybody else?
I don't know, ma'am. I'm hearing it for the first time.
Okay, okay. ATS is application tracking system. It's an AI tool. Okay. So what happens is if you're going to give your resume to a company and you will know a lot of people will apply, what do you have to do? You have to give a resume which is easy for the computer to read. And how do you do that? You need a clean font. Don't use all the cursive, versive stuff. It'll just create a problem for yourself. Forget the computer. The computer is not even going to match it. And make sure there are keywords in your resume that match the job description you're being hired for. For instance, if Ranjana is applying for a vet position in a MNC, so she has to say a veterinarian and with, or she should say a veterinarian with this many years in the poultry. I think mostly you deal with poultry, no, Ranjana?
Yes, ma'am. I deal
Yeah.
with poultry.
So you're mainly dealing with poultry. Okay. So basically she has to say vet with this many years in poultry experience in this poultry business, poultry field. Okay. So you don't put too many graphics. You don't put a, you know, this picture of a bird or things like that. You just make it clean. Okay. So they're looking for a veterinarian to make sure there's veterinarian. They're looking for this many years experience, make sure you write that many years of experience. Okay. And you have to have clear sections. You have to have your objective in one section, skills in another, experiences in another, what are the projects you have done in another, education in another, and make sure you save it as a PDF or a Word document, because the AI will accept only certain types of documents. You don't want to create problems for yourself by going to JPEG or this peg, that peg. No. Remember, it's a computer reading your resume. It doesn't care all the work you put in if you don't follow these 4 things. Make sure they're clean fonts, there are no graphics, no icons, no tables. They can't read. They're not going to be bothered to read all that. Make sure you have keywords, the job match the job description, and all the sections are clear and there's enough space in between. Don't make it too jumbled. Okay. And as I said, okay, now the next is the recruiter friendly resume. The same resume, if you know it's going to go to a recruiter, what is going to make you stand out is how you use your visual, how visually you make it, visually appealing you make it. Okay. How unique you make it, how memorable you make it. You can please use Canva resume template. The same thing, please have 2 versions, because there are 2 kinds of work. I mean, there are going to be 2 kinds of people, I mean, 2 kinds of systems that are going to be looking at your resumes. If it's a computer, please make it as clean as possible. If it's going to be a person, make it as impressive as possible. You can add a QR code to your LinkedIn account. You can add sections like tools used, personal code, career timeline, visual skills bar. You can use colors, you can use icons, and create Make it as visually appealing as you want, but don't please make it, I would say visually appealing should not be too gaudy, just visually appealing. Okay. You can always go using Canva and use your poster or resume templates. Okay. Now, activity is you please build both versions. Build an ATS resume format, which is machine friendly format, and build a visual resume using Canva. Okay. And please submit both in your Drive or post on LinkedIn. Using caption, making my career visible, one resume at a time. And please tag Meera. Use hashtag career with Meera. Okay, please. Next, I know a lot of people say, what is the difference between resume and CV? We'll just quickly touch upon that. And then we will close the meeting. Okay. 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 What is the difference between a resume and a CV? That is a curriculum vitae. Now, length of a resume should not be beyond 2 pages. A CV can go up to 10 pages, especially in academic roles. And resume purpose is job application in private and corporate sector. CV, if you're going to government roles, academic roles, or research roles, you need a CV. Okay. And then the focus of the content in your resume should be your skills, achievements, relevant work experience. When your CV, you have to give a whole long list. Your academic work, your research work, the roles you have played, and if you've published anything, where have you published, what have you published, everything should be in a as descriptive as possible, as detailed as possible. I mean, detail should not be like you don't write stories and stories, but a proper description, like how we just worked on a short paragraph. Okay. Now, what happens is in a resume, you have to keep changing the resume for every job you apply for. Because as I just said, especially if it is an ATS friendly resume, it has to have the keywords which are there in the job description. But again, in CV, it's usually static until unless the more you work on your skills, you just add those skills. If you're working more on your publications, you add those publications. Okay. Now, what does the resume include? It includes your objective, why you're doing. What is your objective in doing? Basically, what is your objective, I would say, is your life. What is your attitude? Like how we just said about the 3 lines, that kind of thing. Okay. Skills, work history, and the projects. Just short. But again, CV, it should include your teaching experience, research, publications, conferences you've attended, when you've attended. It can be, as I said, it can go up to 10 plus pages. Okay. Now, where is it used? In most industries, tech, business, marketing, etc., is your resume. CV, basically it's used in academics, education, research, and international jobs and government jobs. Okay. Resume has to be brief and to the point. And CV can be detailed but comprehensive. Detailed as in you give everything you've done, but with a short description. Okay. Resumes are for non-academic roles all over the world, especially US, Canada, India. And CV is what you expect when you're looking for jobs in Europe, Middle East, Africa, and any university around the world. Okay. Okay, we just come down. Oh, 1 second, please. Let me just go up. Okay. In simple terms, resume is a career snapshot. CV is a career biography for research, for academia. Okay. For CV, how do you write? Select a CV template appropriate for the job and industry. Tailor your CV for the job description and focus on your achievements. Aim for clear and well-structured CV template with concise bullet points. As I was just telling you, make sure you put everything, but not like in stories. Short, 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 short. Like say Ranjana is coming for a conference in Bangalore in August. So she should say, attended this and this, and so and so place, so and so time, and what was the main topic in the conference. If she writes that, it covers everything, right? Okay, and don't use complicated infographic CV. That's not ATS friendly. Make sure everything is there, but remember, sometimes, especially when it goes to jobs, the first thing that's going to go is the ATS, application tracking system. So make sure whatever you do is very clear. Remember, we just said ATS friendly resume, the same principles you follow. Okay. And don't download your CV template in the wrong file format. I was just telling you, remember, ATS friendly. CV doesn't have to be fancy. CV has to be, as in, like how we said, a recruiter friendly resume. Your CV should be like an ATS friendly resume. Okay. And don't please forget to proofread and edit your CV. Anything. Please, the first rule is don't forget to proofread. First rule of any application, first rule of anything you're going to submit anywhere. Please read it more than once. Even if you read it 10 times and you're going to submit it, read it once more. Okay. Last but not the least, please take professional advice for tailoring your resume template. We can give you all the strategies, we can give you all the tools, but please reach out to
Their clarity coaches can help, and we
Yes.
have our expert sessions also for resume.
Yes. Please attend those and please listen. Okay. Wow, it's too small. Yes, as I said, select the best resume format for your needs and years of experience. Tailor a resume to the job description and the company. As said, please remember, most probably it'll go to ATS. Only when you're sure it's going to go to the recruiter's hand, make it fancy. Okay? Remember this both. Include keywords and phrases in your resume. It has to be ATS friendly, and select a resume template appropriate for the job and industry. Okay? Don't select fancy stuff. If you're going to a marketing job, they're going to look at that. But if you're going to go for a finance job, they're not going to look at all the fancy colors and say, oh my God, why? Right? Don't use a complicated infographic resume. Make it ATS friendly. Don't exceed 2-page resumes. Download your resume template in the right format, and please don't forget to proofread. That is a complete no-no, forgetting to proofread. Even if you read it 10 times, 15 times. Okay, Meera, it's already 8:10. Do you want me to go for the cover letter and everything?
No, 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 no. I think, see, these things we have done it also earlier, and we'll have expert sessions also. We can just end it with the last section.
Okay.
So basically, we want you to post whatever you've learned on LinkedIn, because once you post on my profile, then you'll get visibility also. And always, whatever you have done, keep writing about it, keep making notes. That will help you to remember, revise, and then this kind of posting it in social media is like an accountability that will help you to make your decisions stronger and be more focused with your whatever you want to do.
Okay, so we will, 1 second, please. Okay, please, please, please post your takeaways on the group Careerthon. Please post your takeaways on LinkedIn, so that it'll help you focus. I mean, it help you distill whatever you've learned till now into actionable content. Okay. So, good evening, everybody. I hope it was a good session. I hope you learned something new, and I hope whatever you learned, you'll be able to use. Thank you. See you on Friday for the GD. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Now it has same style and thank you, ma'am. It was
Okay. Thank you.
it was it is not changed anything.